Hello, everyone. Happy Monday, and welcome to Ecamm Network News and Entertainment, where you stay up to date on what's happening in the world of Ecamm live streaming,
and as well as get tips, tricks, and inspiration to enhance your video content.
My name is Anna Healy.
And I'm Fuljens. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday, everybody. Today is April 10th. April is almost gone already.
April's almost gone.
I mean, March took a long time, and April is almost gone. But happy spring. Hey, how do you like those birds, right? Those birds, very cute, very nice. A lot more, all signs of spring. And we're going to enjoy. There's a lot of great events happening in the summer. Starting now, we have our guest, Tom Morris, who's going to be talking to us about one of the biggest conferences for filmmaking, live streamers, everything that has to do with creating beautiful video footage is that conference. So Tom is going to be here with us, sharing all of that with us. So stay tuned for that.
It's gonna be awesome.
How was your weekend? How was your weekend, everybody?
Let's check out who is here with us. She is here. Dan, you are here. Welcome. Good to see you.
Hi, Dan. Hello, Tatiana.
Mr. Moderator, good to see you here.
Oh my gosh, it seems like it's been forever.
Yes, it has.
It's been one Monday.
Kimberly G, hello. Good to see you. Happy Monday.
Kim.
Happy Monday.
That is great. We also have some great trivia, of course, and we have some some new games that we want to try out with you all and see how you like it. But first, we're going to get started with the beta update. There's been an update for those of you who have not checked it out. It's pretty cool because it has ChatGPT in it, right?
Course.
It has API.
Of course, Ecamm has ChatGPT.
I mean, like, honestly, so it is not throughout the entire, it just works on the title. But as they say, the title is what grabs the attention. So it makes sense that they added it to the title.
Yeah.
And we're going to show you how you can do that here. We're going to do a little show and tell for you.
Yeah.
So, Fuljens, you want to do it now? Or
Let's do it. So let's jump over into other Ecamm. I think there's a, hold on a second. Can you move your laptop, go on the laptop for a second? Let's just see. Let's take this off. All right, cool. So any other Ecamm, and let's pretend as if we were gonna start a new broadcast.
Are we on live demo mode?
No, there's no need to.
Oh, that's true. Oh my gosh, yes.
And if you look up here by the title,
the fire emoji.
there's this fire emoji right here. Automatically suggests a new title for your broadcast. So what should the title be in order for us to chat GPT it away?
Right, you go ahead.
Let's try moderating. Moderating with Mr. Duncan. Right? Moderating with Mr. Duncan. So that's going to be our new live show. And let's click on this fire emoji and see what happens. Ding! Engaging discussions with Mr. Duncan. Your stay in.
Oh my God.
Duncan's dialogue. Your weekly dose of engaging moderation. I like that.
That one's good.
I like that. I like that it's using the D's in there.
And I like that it is including the emojis in it as well.
Yeah.
To make it even more engaging. All right, continue.
Dynamic discussions with Duncan. Hashtag engage in debate.
Oh.
It's a Duncan debate. Mr. Duncan's moderation station. And get ready to learn. Live streaming with Mr. Duncan as your moderator. It's so dope.
Yeah, and can we regenerate or just...
Let's see. If I click on the fire emoji again, let's see what happens.
There we go. Duncan Unleashed.
Duncan Unleashed. Taking control
of the conversation. I just love it.
And look at the Duncan discuss, co-moderating with charismatic Duncan.
Yeah, look at that. And they put it in all capital letters.
I love it.
That is great. So that is included in the beta version, everyone. It is we are now in 4.0.6 B3. So if you have not updated yet, go ahead and have some fun with it. You can do check updates inside of the app, and you can also download it if you don't have it on ecamm.com/beta and have nice fun with it. Let the developers know if you're having fun with it, and if you find it useful, you can go to the Ecamm Live Beta group, Facebook or Discord, and write your comments about how you're liking the titles.
Right.
And also there are other updates in there.
Yeah, there are now what we call placeholder comment overlays. So you can actually adjust your comment overlay right before you go live, which is awesome. That's something quite a few of us have been asking, and that feature is now here. You just go into your overlays menu and you select add placeholder comment overlay, or you can do Command Option K. And if you want a demo, we have a BuildingBlocks video on our Fuljens YouTube channel where it was quick. I want to say in depth because it's like a really quick show you how to do it. So it's there on our channel if you want to check it out. But it's Option Command K, and you can adjust your comments the way you want it right before you go live.
That is right. And also there is Ecamm Live will now allow the tall shape on Amazon Live. So those of you, right, who do Amazon Live, you can go ahead and use the tall format.
Yes.
Tall format. These are all great updates in the latest beta for all of you to test out.
Yes. We have a Q colon from Roy. Roy's asking, is there any proof that emojis and titles help with engagement?
You know what? I'm going to check with that. But personally speaking, in my opinion, it depends what the topic is. It depends where the platform is. And I personally use it in titles sometimes, but not all the time. So I guess it depends on the platform. It depends on the topic as well. What do you think?
Right, and I was gonna say like there is no proof per se. At least I haven't come across any.
There's probably some statistics
proof.
out there. Yeah.
Right.
Thank you for the challenge. I'm gonna check that out. Roy.
Great question.
Yeah.
And the donut hour with Paul Duncan.
I love it.
That's an awesome feature,
right?
And I don't know. I'm just speculating if they add 2 fire emojis to the description, so you could actually start generating descriptions as well.
I see.
Right. Yeah. So that would be awesome.
Yeah. But like we said, the title is one of the most important things, because usually people read the description after like you really, the description in my opinion is mostly for SEO, right? And the title and the thumbnail is what's going to grab the attention, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
And there's scientific proof for that too. I can find it, I'm pretty sure. But anyway, so that is that for the Ecamm Live updates. However, for those of you who are following the creator camp that is going to be taking place this October in Amesbury, Massachusetts, is already out there. We posted in the Facebook group where you can make sure that you are on the waiting list, because they're already taking people off the waiting list. And if right? And if you're not there, right? So make sure you sign up, RSVP for it, so that you can receive the emails on your inbox.
If you're not there, that's what's gonna happen.
We have seen what is the behind the scenes of how the event is going to look, where the event is going to be held at. And honestly, you guys, if you can make it, try making it. Who is who in the Ecamm Live community is going to be there. We are going to be having great workshops, hands-on, right? There's going to be a lot of great tours that is just going to be an incredible experience. Not only are we going to be learning a lot of great information that we can apply right away, but also we're going to be networking with our family, right? Then working with the people that we talk to, that we see almost every day virtually, right? And to put that together and build those relationships even further is priceless.
Oh yeah. I mean, we can speak to it on a few times, right? Our first People of Video conference that we attended, the social media marketing world, we were part of that last year. And also same thing last year, People of Video again, part 2. And every time we met with our people, it was something special, right?
Yeah.
And it's something that is like creates an imprint in your life that you will never forget ever again. So this one is actually like Ecamm. This is Ecamm specific, Ecamm exclusive, right? So
and I mean, and Katie behind it, and Caleb, and the marketing team, and Doc. I mean, it's going to be an incredible experience.
Yeah.
Incredible experience. So if you are not on you have not RSVP yet, please go ahead and do it. There's a post in the Facebook community, but also Paul is going to share the link in the comments.
And the QR code is up as well.
So that you can go ahead and sign up.
Yes. And we'll come back here. Yes. So for those of you who don't know, Amesbury, Massachusetts is where Ecamm is headquartered. So the Creator Camp will be in close proximity to the headquarters of Ecamm.
Yes. And the town is beautiful. I mean, if you can you can make it a date. Say if you bring a significant other, they will have things to do while you're at the conference. And then at night, you can go out on the town. And the town is beautiful.
Absolutely.
Especially in October. In October, it's going to be pretty good.
Absolutely. Anthony says, "Wow, time flies. October will be coming around sooner than we think. Thanks for the reminder." Yes.
Yes, Anthony. Anthony, do you RSVP yet? Have you RSVP? Dan, have you RSVP yet?
Yeah, Dan.
Everyone here, have you RSVP yet?
Dan, stop hating and RSVP.
Wait, what's Dan saying?
He's like, I'm a New Yorker. We don't do Boston. So
Listen, Dan, you can do Boston for a weekend, and it's going to be a great, great weekend. So, Anthony, RSVP because they're capping it out at 100. And so they're going to be taking it from the list, the waiting list. That's how you're going to be notified and all of that.
Yeah.
And receive all the information. So make sure that all of you have an RSVP.
Absolutely.
Yes. Now the next thing that we have coming up, I just jumped all the way to October.
Right.
All the way to October. So it's because it's so exciting. So we're going to rewind.
And go to this month.
Before October, right? This month, the month of April, we have a new show, which is it's great by Rabbi, right? Is going to be held on Zoom, and is called Faith in Ecamm. There's going to be a sign up where you will get all the information about the Zoom and what time it's going to be. But this is for producers and live streamers and anyone involved in creating live streaming for churches, which we have a lot in the community.
Absolutely.
So that is great.
Yes.
They're different needs for sure.
Absolutely.
Yes. And then so that's that. So stay tuned for that. And the next one which is coming soon, and that's going to be another great conference. If you guys have not try Leap into the Leap series, right? So we have Leap into podcasting, Leap into live selling, and now we're having Leap into live selling.
Yeah.
Podcasting.
It was Leap into live streaming, Leap into podcasting, and now we have Leap into live selling.
So the Leap series is incredible.
The Leap universe.
The Leap universe
is
great. Again, the networking that happens in those sessions networking is just great.
Mm-hmm.
And then you learn at the same time. So, and we're going to be there giving you the whole recap for the whole day. So make sure you stay for the whole entire day.
And
so
the lineup is epic. The lineup is epic. We got, of course, Stephanie Liu, who's the co-founder of Leap into Live Selling. Kirk Nugent is going to be there. Kelly's going to be there.
Yeah, we have the thumbnail on the community, so you can see
Chris and Jim of the Dealcasters. It's going to be epic.
Yes.
Epic.
Yes, and to register for it, there's a link in the comments as well, or you have the QR code.
Yes. Updates. Al Jennings is registered for the Creator Camp.
Al Jennings, he got the bug because he went to People of Video.
Yep.
Yes, Al Jennings, we cannot wait. Hopefully you're bringing your beautiful wife with you.
Anthony has signed up.
Yes, and let's just give it up. Let's continue doing that today.
Tatiana's turning into a leapfrog.
Tatiana, but it has definitely paid off, right? For you, all of the great leaps.
David Hunt. Hello, David Hunt from Church Rehearsal.
Oh.
Thank you for tuning in.
Yeah, hello, Dave.
Rodney Jones says, I use Ecamm Live for my live Sunday school and pre-recorded and church services.
Great, Rodney. So that's going to be, just stay tuned for that Zoom information, Ecamm and Faith. That's going to be a really good conversation. I wish I could be there because it's just hearing about all the different things that are.
And you got Ecamm, faith-based community mobilization.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be awesome.
Mm-hmm. You should be there.
I'll tune in. For sure. Tatiana says, I'll be at the camp. Absolutely. Greg, where you been?
Oh, my goodness.
Of course you can wear hats.
Gregorius.
Of course you can wear your hats. And what's up, AG?
AG,
Good to
what's
see you
up?
here.
Good to see you here.
Anthony says, Tech World has us leaping around for sure.
Yes, it has. But we apply what we learn, and we get... Richard
is on the waiting list.
Oh, you're on the waiting list? Okay.
And according to a very close, reliable source, Richard is running event security.
Richard, event security. Virtual event security. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. All right, so that is what's happening in the world of Ecamm in terms of
upcoming events.
But what's happening in the YouTube channel, Fuljens Henry?
Let's take a look. All right, here's your ENN Weekly Show Guide. Tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, The Flow by Ecamm is back with Doc and Katie, how to get booked as a podcast guest. Then Wednesday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, it's Meet the Ecamm Fam with Brent Daniels. Then we move to Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's Marshall Creates Season 2, Episode 7. Marshall's going to be using plugins to create animated overlays with Ecamm. Then Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, it's yours truly. We're going to continue our live selling graphics design. We're going to be focusing on Amazon Live graphics and overlays. That's this Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Look at these two. At Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, it's Ecamm Live Demo with the dynamic Dunkin' Donut, Mr. Moderator, and Mr. Camera Junkie. Let's see how the Chat GPT rephrases this one. And that's your lineup for this week.
Right, let's see. But it is great to see Paul, Paul, it's great to see you doing all of these shows. It almost reminds me of you being behind the scenes, and then when you finally just come
out in front of the camera.
In front of the camera.
For sure. It's always a good thing.
Yeah, for sure. And speaking of good things, we know that education is key for us to get better at our craft and what we do, for us to just be able to join conversations that are related to our field. And there are a lot of free resources out there, starting with the ones that we just mentioned, right? We mentioned the Leap Into Live. Tom Morris is going to come and talk about a conference that is incredible. It's going to happen. And part of it is also a no cost to you. So you can enhance your skills and your knowledge of the industry that you are in. Another thing is that there are free certifications out there that actually help you bring in more engagement in your social media channels, and it helps you feel good because it's something that you did. Education has a way of just making us feel really good. And what all of this said is there is a certification that Fuljens and I took, and it was free. And it was the Google Garage. It was the things that certification has done for me personally. I'll let you talk about what it has done for you. It was just time invested. For me, it took about almost 2 weeks to do it. And the knowledge that I learned and the knowledge that I have been able to share with my customers, undescribable. And but my bank is feeling really good, right? Just based on that. And the only thing that I invested was my time. And this was free, right? Google Garage. I took a certification for digital marketing fundamentals. The fundamentals of it, which was great though. It's an incredible course. Free. We're not, sponsored by Google or anything like that. We're just sharing this information with you so that you can consider perhaps doesn't even have to be that, because there are other courses there that might interest you, and you just go and take those. There are no certification for those, but it's still knowledge, right? Fuljens, what about you?
Yeah, so this is the Google Digital Garage, the fundamentals of digital marketing. It's free. You get a certification, right? And it is packed with content, packed with knowledge, packed with links and resources so you can continue your education much further. And you have your choices. You can watch the video tutorials and then you get a quiz afterwards. Or you can do like I did. I like to read because I'm like, hurry up, stop. I didn't want to watch the video. So you could just read the transcript. They have a transcript available for you. Right. Mm-hmm. It is very, very intuitive. It is awesome. Definitely check that out if you're interested in furthering your digital marketing journey.
Yeah, yeah, and they talk about not only, digital marketing. Obviously, there's videos and all of that information and what should be included in a video,
Tons
and
of resources.
and then they give you links, things for you to check out. It is great. In the video, there's they show you they show you ideas on how you can develop your own videos and
Right.
visuals that are not on the transcript. So it's up
Yes,
to
that's
you.
true.
Yeah, it's up to you whether you would like to see all of those or not.
Yeah, and then also they interviewed specific people in the world of digital marketing and using different digital marketing strategies as use cases and during specific modules.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. So they did an incredible job. Incredible job. I keep thinking I have gone back to certain modules to just refresh myself when I have a meeting that I have to do specifically to that module, and it's just incredible. Incredible. And so just check it out. It's free. Paul, thank you so much for adding the link to the post, the comments. And again, when I posted that, I posted it in all of my channels, and it was great. That I got tons of great leads that are just solidifying, and it's just good stuff, you guys. It's good stuff.
Yeah, and it also reinforces some of the things that you already know. Like when it came to there's a module on I believe it's video marketing or video content marketing, whatever it was, but aced it. Aced it. So it just makes you feel good because especially you in the world of video, you're gonna have no problems with those with those sections. You're gonna pass the quiz with flying colors.
Yeah. Yeah, and also some of the modules what you call it? It just, oh my gosh, it makes you, the word escapes me, you guys. It makes you understand or be more secure of the parts that you like. For example, me and content creation, I love that. Absolutely, like, that's my thing. So in there, the content creation and video production, it was just like, yes.
You're right. Right.
Yes. And there are tons of other things, search, SEO, all of that stuff. That's what it was. It took a little bit for me. I had to go back to a couple of modules, but now I'm
you good.
I understand all of that. Anyway, enough of that. But if you want a challenge, I did it in 2 weeks. Fuljens did it in a week and a half because you were doing the transcripts, right?
I did most of the transcripts, yes.
So I watched the videos, I read the transcripts and all of that. So it took me a little bit longer. At the end of the module, you have the test. If you pass it, you're good. If you don't pass it, then you have to wait specific certain amount of time to retake the test. But it's good. We should be all good. We are in this field. We should be all good.
Oh, yeah.
And then we have the certification. We put it in our LinkedIn profiles and we can talk about it.
It's official.
Yeah.
And best of all, it's free.
Yes, exactly.
Best of all, it's free.
Yes.
And Love Outreach, just sign up for the Google certification. Thanks for the recommendation.
Yes, and there are so many other classes there. So many other classes.
Yes.
We have...
Anthony says, increase your competency and you will increase your confidence.
Yeah, so Al Jennings, great question. So the best thing that I learned was SEO, search, and what it takes for your webpage to be found really, right? So it's applied through, it allows you to apply it throughout everything you do. YouTube, Facebook posts, LinkedIn posts. So after those couple of modules, I looked at description and posting completely differently than I used to before. So now everything that I write, it has an additional purpose. Everything, all the pages on my website, I went back and renamed all of them. I'm redoing my website right now. So I would say search and adverbs are the two that I'm like, yes, it's pretty good.
Yeah. And for me, it was displayed advertising and targeted advertising. I look at that so much different now. So when I'm browsing Google, I'm browsing with it's like different eyes.
Exactly. So
and when I go to like a website and I'm seeing ads that I'm like, oh, okay, I'm being targeted now. So this makes sense now.
Right. And then you just see it differently. And like afterwards you're like, oh, this is what they did.
Right.
Okay.
That's the science behind it now.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
It is pretty good. It is awesome. And just like Anthony says, increase your competency and you will increase your confidence. Yes.
And G. Albert, welcome back. Seems like the class reconfirms your knowledge base. Thanks for the info. Absolutely. Yes, it does.
It does. It does. Yes. And just take your time, check it out, and let us know.
It's free. Yeah,
exactly. Free 99. I was like, afterwards when I saw it was free, when I saw the wealth of knowledge in there, I was like, is it really free? And I'm Googling, like, is it free? And yes.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely worth the
everything,
much more
time.
value.
Yeah.
Gretchen, hello, good to see you here.
Hello, Gretchen.
Roy is signed up for Creator Camp.
Yes, Roy. Woohoo! Yes.
Doc is just tuning in. It's like us filmmakers watching movies.
Yes, it is. Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, love it. And exactly. That's the best way to put it. Mm-hmm. And speaking of filmmakers watching movie, we have Tom Morris, who's coming to talk to us about the NAB conference, all about filmmaking, all about enhancing your video production, all about storytelling and the importance of storytelling. Not only in filmmaking, but you have to think about, it's the movie or something. No, it's in everything that you do. It's how you tell your brand story. It's how you tell your customer stories. It's how you tell everything in life. It's a storytelling.
Absolutely.
So we're going to have great experts on that conference, and Tom Morris is going to talk to us about that.
Looking forward to it.
Yes.
Looking forward to it. Maggie Rose, hello. Good to see you here.
Hello, Maggie.
David Hunt, thank you so much.
Yes, Doc. Yes. YouTube has a creator course as well. Yes. And we actually shared that a while ago.
Yes.
It was about 69 modules or something.
Yeah.
And my next thing this year, the Google Garage was the fundamentals of digital marketing.
Off the list.
Was my first one. The second one is a Final Cut Pro video, and just learning all of it and getting my certification on that. So I'm working on pretty hard on that as well. And
Yeah. Let's see here. Anthony says, if Alan and Fuljens didn't keep learning, I might not be watching this and learning a lot. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Anthony. That means a lot. Thank you.
So much.
Thank you. That's awesome. We have.
There you go. That's for you, Anthony.
you got that for Tom, because Tom is just awesome with the gaming and all that stuff. Yeah, so let's bring Tom Morris to tell us all about this NAB conference, which actually our very own Doc is going to be a speaker.
Yeah, and this is the 100th NAB conference. Yes.
The biggest one. I was looking at their website and I was like, oh my gosh, this is great. But there's a live, and there's also, you know what? Let Tom tell all about that.
Let's bring him in. Without further ado, please welcome Tom Morris.
Look at you. Hello. You're looking good. Look at you, Tom.
Thank you.
Your Raider hat and everything.
Raider for Vegas. I'm Vegas ready. Last year, I did get this hat from I was going to say Los Angeles, Las Vegas Allegiant Stadium, which, hold on. I knew that was going to happen.
There you go. Now you have the complete look.
That's it.
That's it. Now you look like, I'm ready to go. Yes.
So last year, I just want to say, last year was the first time that was back in person for a few years, because they went virtual for a couple years for the NAB show. Now, the second year, not being the 100th anniversary of the NAB show, we're not, Future Media Conferences is not coming with 1 or 2 or 3, but 4 different and unique training conferences for all types of content creators, video producers, cameras operators, digital filmmakers, you name it, it's going to be there in terms of training and development. And I can start talking about some of the things that are going to be there. It's going to be a great time. Last year was my first time going in person, and before that I went virtual. And I have to say, I did not realize how much I missed seeing people until I saw people. Still I saw our attendees. Still I saw people that I have talked to virtually. in those couple years. So having the opportunity to be in person with the training, to see the instructors and presenters that we like back and forth, like this will be the first time that I will get to see Doc Rock in person and Katie in person, which is awesome. And all the other attendees and maybe Ecamm Fam, if you see me on the floor, walk up to me, say, "Hey, Tom, how you doing?" It's going to be a great time. And that with the 100th year anniversary, we're having, like I said, 4 different conferences and events for different aspects of training. It's going to really be something.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it sounds the website is impressive. The classes are going to be covered is even more impressive. It's just there's a lot of great things happening in this. So Tom, before we get going, for those family members who are not familiar with who the legendary Tom Morris is, can you please give us a brief introduction and background of who Tom Morris is?
Yeah, well, Tom Morris is a person that loves the creative aspect of learning about technology. I'm the industry partnerships manager for Future Media Conferences, and in that role, I reach out to other companies such as like Ecamm and other ones to kind of build relationships to make sure that we bring into people, the best trainers and the best content for our conferences. But who am I? As you see in the background, I love pop culture. I love celebrating it. I love the technology and the thoughts that are behind it. So I'll also be like, you'll find me like reading about pop culture. You'll also find me learning about the new technology that goes into live streaming, because when it first started, I first got my start live streaming when there was a camp that was put on by 2 companies, Filmic Pro and I want to say the other one, Filmic Pro, and I forget the other name, and it'll come to me in a minute. But I found out that Ecamm, they were using Ecamm software. So I started my journey down the Ecamm rabbit hole. And then here I am today with the lights, with the microphone, with the camera. So I love pop culture. I love video games. I love talking about technology. I love the creative process and I love engaging with attendees and like-minded and different-minded individuals on how they go about solving problems. So that's Tom Morris, kind of in a nutshell. You see behind me, there is a few of my favorite things. Sonic, I acknowledge Sonic is my favorite video game character. I just went and saw the Super Mario Brothers movie with my Aunt Jean this weekend. So I'm always watching pop culture movies. And within that, like Doc said, you're learning about your craft when you watch your movies, because you see what works, what doesn't work. So there's a lot to me, but I just love to have fun, and we just love to create, love talking to you two fine, wonderful human beings. That's pretty simplized.
That's awesome. I mean, like, and whomever saw Tom Morris out wouldn't think that you were, such a like love all of this game so much. It's like you open up and it's like, hey, yeah. I love it. I love it. That is a great thing.
Well, thank you. And one thing that I also love is talking about the technology and the techniques and practices about how we edit video, how you create your motion graphics. What is the tech, what is the tech that goes behind the scenes? Mm-hmm. I actually enjoy more about the behind the scenes on what it goes about to make a show, a video game, a live stream, a broadcast, a short form video, a motion graphic. I actually did last week on my YouTube with experience that I've learned in Apple Motion. I created an image in Procreate on my iPad. I drew it, and then I brought it over into Apple Motion, and then I took that and I created a moving graphic. That's just great. Of Legend of Zelda Link. But that is the type of stuff that we offer at. I'm bringing this all back around. These are the type of things when you watch something, you will like, how does that person do that? How does that person, make it look so easy? It's because they've invested into themselves. Like you talked about the Google training. FMC has conferences that we're going to have at NAB, 4 different conferences this year. We also have different training for Adobe and Apple certification that you can go into. You have your Ecamm live classes. It's like you invest in yourself, and you start to grow yourself. And we're going to have all types of classes and all types of sessions this year. It's just, and bringing in the speakers that have the experience that you can finally sit in the classroom and go up and shake hands, whether it's Doc Rock or Amy DeLuise, Jeff Greenberg, Nikki Sun, Rich Harrington, Valentina V, just Frederick Van Johnson, just a few of the presenters that you might have reached out to in the past to learn stuff. And maybe next year we'll get Anna and Fuljens coming into Vegas because Katie's going to be there and she's going to engage with the people. So it's just kind of like, it's a time for everyone to get together and meet up, trade stories, hear their thought process. And then also we're going to have virtual days in May for 3 of the conferences, for the Director of Photography Creative Conference, for the Remote Production Conference, and for the Visual Storytelling Conference. We're going to have 3 days, 1 day each, of virtual training, because we do realize virtual is here to stay. Hybrid is here to stay. But also there are people that want to go be in person, and there's people that want to take the training but cannot commit to the trips for whatever reason, and we recognize that, and that's why we have hybrid events.
Yeah, and there's the virtual events are there's a thing about being in person. There's a feeling to that, but for those reasons that you mentioned, if you cannot make it virtual, knowledge is great too.
Absolutely.
Right? You can get a lot
Yes.
of great information. Especially the ones that you're going to be having. So you have you mentioned that is going to be the director of photography, and that is something that you can learn as you go, and watch and all that. So let's talk more about it. We're gonna pull up the website for you, so that you can talk us through that.
Okay, yes, please do. That would be great. We're talking about tech, and I've got my 3 monitors, and I got my Stream Deck and everything. But if you can pull up the website, and I'll talk about each one, that would be better. Thank you.
Absolutely. So let's go to, and you can guide us, Tom, of exactly where to go, because we know there's an upcoming one, which is Visual Storytelling Conference. If you want to start there, we could start somewhere else.
And let us know how the special thing, how we sign up for the virtual conference in May. And what about this one in Las Vegas? Is there a way for people to join in, and how?
Yeah, the Virtual Storytelling Conference, which I'm going to say that Ecamm is a platinum sponsor, and we'll be having an amazing presentation by Doc Rock, is that it's a 2-day multi-track training conference featuring immersive, engaging content with experienced photographers and content creators in the field. We're going to have a lot of different tracks in this one, which includes online video, photography, social media, business, and marketing. Actually, Doc's session, let me just read a couple of the sessions that we have here. I want to make sure I've got the right one popped up here. So visual storytelling.
Portraits. Yes.
Yeah, Frederick Van Johnson, Valentina V, Winslow Porter. We have that. I'm going to click on over here, but some of the classes are AI for marketing creatives, elevate your creative business with Canva, tips and strategies, adding depth to landscape photography, focus stacking techniques, the mobile creator lifestyle. That's all on day 1. Day 2, we have Doc session, Let's Go Live, 3 easy live to tape strategies, creating impactful visual storytelling or visual stories, creating animations for online video with After Effects. Just a few of the classes that we're going to have. And that's just 2 days, and that's just one conference. So visual storytelling is, online photography, photographers, visual creatives, people that either are doing live streaming or are making short form video, teaching you the fundamentals or how to up your level with the different apps that are out there, that whether it be After Effects or using Canva or even using notes. Just, there's so many different aspects, and we have such a wealth of creators and presenters for visual storytelling, and that's going to be the theme through all of the different conferences. Let's talk about the Director of Photography Creative Conference.
Okay,
do
let's
it.
go back.
And Tom, attendees will be able to create their own schedule as they go, or how
Oh yes, and great question. And here's one of the reasons why we have the virtual days as well. As you go to these conferences, and there's always something that we miss, that fear of missing out. That is why one of the reasons that we're going to have a virtual day in May. If you register for the conferences already for in live, you'll get the free pass to go virtual. And we just sent out, look for pretty much, we're going to start doing really the push after this week, where we'll have the virtual events, where the virtual events are free to sign up for, or you can pay $99 and get a 90-day viewing pass, because we'll let you view the recordings for 24 hours, or excuse me, 48 hours. But we'll also have, we're putting stuff together like a goodie bag of applications and timed versions of software for people to have that kind of complement video, their conference of choice. Yeah, and I've got one of my colleagues from Future Media Concepts conferences here that is also giving information. So anyone in the chat that wants to ask questions as well, feel free to ask her. I believe it's Jessica. So if it's Jessica,
yeah, Jess is here. Hello, Jess.
Okay,
awesome.
Hello. Yeah, yes. And then we also have some keynotes here too, that we're going to have keynotes for just a couple of them. When we talk about the Director of Photography Creator Conference, I'll tell you what keynote we have, which is going to be awesome.
Oh my gosh. Look at that.
Yeah. Yeah. So it feels like information overload, and in some ways it kind of is, but you got to remember that people are out there when they're out there for NAB, the 100th year of the NAB show, in the 19th year that FMC has been part of the NAB show. There's going to be, when you're talking about 60,000 people that are on the show floors looking at the newest technology, they're going to want some type of, like, yeah, I can show you the latest technology. I can, like, oh, here it is, but how do you use it? Give me some practical application. Show me a solution that your tech solves. And that's really what we do, is we help connect the whys to how you want to do it. But okay, the Director of Photography Conference, that is April 18th and 19th. And that's a 2-day training event that focuses on the range of techniques and best practices available to cinematographers, camera operators, owner operators, digital imaging tech, and other crew members in camera and sound. One of the featured presentations of that is the fundamentals of lighting people and faces. And we also have a keynote, and get ready for this one. If you watch Top Gun Maverick this past year, we have a DPCC keynote behind the scenes of Top Gun Maverick, presented by Sony and Keslow Camera, with speakers Brad Wilson, a Keslow Camera, he's the moderator, Michael Fitzmaurice, Director of Photography Aerial Unit, and Simon Marsh from Sony. And we're going to peer behind the curtain and hear from some of the filmmakers who brought the Oscar-nominated and domestic box office hit film Top Gun Maverick to life. You'll learn about some of the challenges the filmmakers faced over land, on the sea, and in the sky to bring director Joe Kosinski's vision to the big screen, all powered by the Sony Venus digital cinema camera and supported throughout by Keslow Camera.
Wow.
If anyone watched Top Gun Maverick, I really felt if I could have had a flight stick in the movie theater, that I would be playing a video game. That's how immersive those flying scenes are. So now we get the behind the scenes of this is how they did it. And that's going to be awesome. Learning, learning from that.
So
that's,
Tom, are those? I'm sorry.
Yes.
If are these the conferences are going to be available in the virtual, and we'll be able to see and hear them, or is that different?
Very good question. I know that this one is going to be in person, and we are working on to bring some type of keynote in virtual as well. That's a very good question. I'm just telling you what's there, but we're working on some of this stuff. A lot of it has to do with timing. I believe too that some of this stuff may be recorded and may not be recorded, like the audio sessions, just because of licensing agreements that they have.
Yeah.
So hopefully The biggest thing that I can say is if you're not able to come live, you can hopefully virtual. We have something comparable to it.
Okay, and this is in Vegas. Yeah. This is in Vegas. I mean, like, is Doc? No, Doc's not there. Yeah, it's like this is in Vegas. It's in what are the differences? Let's go to the schedule and the pricing levels on because there are different pricing, right? That people can select. They can select to be in the networking group and be with everyone, right? And then they can also select to just go to the conferences, right? The classes.
Correct. One of the things that you brought up, the networking, very thing on Sunday evening from 6 to 8 p.m. We're going to have a content creator party, and that is open to registrations of people that had like the post-production world pass or visual storyteller conference, director of photography, remote production conference, and or if they bought the pass separate. We're close to 1,000 people right now with that 2-hour session where you can, and I think as in I know Ecamm will have a little presence there for like the first 50 or so. There, get a chance to meet some people informally and catch up. Talking to, like, Katie's going to be there. I'm going to be there. The FMC crew is going to be there. We're going to have our awesome presenters and speakers. And also, it's going to be our attendees that come and network and talk and just gather around and have a great time. Yeah. That kicks off the festivities Sunday night. So if you've registered, or if you haven't registered, or if you are interested in going, if you're able to get out there to Las Vegas, I know it's kind of a late notice, but you can hit me up on my email address, tomm@fmctraining.com, and I can look into getting you a pass to one of the conferences. If you,
look at that.
Yeah, you just, sometimes it's just taking that thing, hop on a plane, hop on a train, hop on a car, take that trip. If I'm offering a free pass to a couple of Ecamm fans saying, hey, if you want to invest in yourself, take the plunge, there you go.
I mean, let's check out the comments. We haven't checked out the comments in a bit. See if there are any questions for Tom about the conference. But also, how many of you are near Vegas? I mean, if we definitely, well, you could have made it. I would not have been able to make it, but if we would have been near Vegas or whatever, we would have definitely gone. This conference is incredible. This is so relevant, and all of it is relevant to us, and all the new techniques, and being with the director and behind the scenes with the storytellers and the writers and the script from Maverick. That is just priceless right there. That is, the tips are going to be the knowledge that's going to be shared in that session alone is worth everything. And then later you can say, yes, I was in a room with, those are some talking points. Do we have any questions for Tom? There's somebody who's saying, hey, that's my father. Yes. My dad. Gwen. Is that Gwen?
Yep, that's my daughter. She, wonderful fact about Gwyneth is she is an awesome singer, and I would love to get her to use the Mac to create some type of content videos on songs, or bringing her Ecamm knowledge of stuff. She wants to do live streaming, and she wants to do live streaming on Mario Kart, because if you've ever seen me play Mario Kart against Gwen, G with their light blue Yoshi, I tell people that it's the battle for second place because she's that good. And she'll get her friends that will talk to her and say, like, I'm going to beat you, and no, they don't beat her.
That's awesome.
That's great.
But, so let me talk about, because my daughter brings up something that makes me think, remote production conference. We actually have because the pandemic forced a lot of changes that I feel that needed to happen in the industry as a whole. And one of the reasons that you and I, all of us are talking is because of remote production, because the ability to where you're located, where I'm located, and collaboration back and forth. So we have an event called Remote Production Conference, and that is going to be, let's see, days of the Remote Production Conference. That is going to be April 16th and 17th. That will be talking about practices of remote connectivity and production in media and entertainment. And in that remote production, you know, we've seen TV shows, we've seen workflows that have gone through remote production. If you want to pull up the session stuff that we have for remote production there, you can just see the knowledge that has evolved in the last 2 years of just going remote productions. A lot of TV shows have been made with remote production. I know Atlanta, FX Atlanta was one that went on remote production. And also we're going to have a post-production world keynote that is going to be talking about how the Lord of the Rings of Power, what they built an infrastructure with Blackmagic Design Company 3 in AWS to create a cloud-based infrastructure for conforming color grading delivery for the Lord of the Rings. And that is some of the stuff now.
Walk us through
where do we go?
to find the remote production. Which day was that again,
Sure.
Tom?
That is April 16th and 17th.
Okay.
If you go to nabshow.com.
Let's do it.
And I'm actually going to walk myself with you at the same time.
Yeah, there's
and then you
so
go
much.
under Learn. Go under to that menu that says Learn.
Okay.
And then go under Conferences. And then if you want to scroll down, this is a more to experience. If you keep going.
Keep going, okay.
Yeah. You see that there's so many. So remote production conference is kind of towards the last because they're in alphabetical order. So if you keep on scrolling down.
Okay. Here we go.
There you are, right in the middle.
Awesome.
And you see the, if we click on to see the full schedule, you see like cloud editorial, tools for remote collaboration, remote media collaboration using the cloud.
Wow.
Remote production on the go. It goes mobile. Okay, I'm going to read this one. Remote production on the go. Backpack production kits. Living in the new norm of Zoom meetings and online networking requires a new look at production equipment, audio tools, and best practices for setting up professional-looking space. The session will discuss all the necessities. We're going to dive into the tools available while also demonstrating techniques along with the tools for maximum production efficiency for cameras, lighting, audio, and support systems. And this is Douglas Spotted Eagle will be teaching that class from Sundance Media Group. He has quite a bit of experience. Also, we've got master classes, cinema quality remote production master class and Studio Box case study with Studio Box, which they have made a kit that literally they will ship to location, and I can't do this justice. I saw what they were working with. It has a camera, it has a monitor, and you're able to sync it through the internet, and it becomes a production camera. And these little like Pelican boxes, they're going to show you how they've done some of this stuff. I mean, this is the time when we start geeking out,
right,
of all the type of sessions that we have there, whether it's in person or whether it's virtual. NAB is pretty much the big event in broadcast because consider it like the epicenter of everything. And then we have 4 conferences and events. We have the Content Creator Party, and there's other events going around in Las Vegas. So it really is, hopefully, if you go out there, you're going to learn something. If you invest in yourself and you take the time to go out there or go remotely, you're going to find something that you are. Anthony just says he's in Toronto, Canada. Well, if you're not able to make it, you sign up for our virtual sessions, and you'll get to experience some of the knowledge that we have. And there'll be reports. Some of our media partners will be posting up sites, updates on stuff that's been going on. A lot of stuff gets talked about afterwards, and it's really a springboard to 2023 and what we see in the industry.
Yeah, we have a couple of questions, Tom, that we would like to.
Sure.
Yes.
Dan is asking, for those that are more novice or intermediate, do you have a suggested path to follow when attending these conferences? Great question.
That's a great question.
I was started as a novice and started as intermediate and really a beginner at one point in time. And I would say to you, the best process is find one of the things, find some speakers that you have maybe learned in person or like watched virtually, or look at your apps and kind of just go through the list of the classes and say, I want to learn this, I want to learn that, I've never thought of it before. And just take the, there's really not a set in stone path. It's do what you feel will benefit you and take your comfort zone and try to expand it. Go to some of these, like maybe there's something on NFTs and that might not be your thing, but kind of sit in and listen to it and listen to the presenter, because I'll guarantee you that the presenters are teaching multiple classes. And kind of listen to them talk, and they might say something to you like, hey, so this and this and this, and it might put you on a train of thought. So my suggestion would be is I started out as a beginner and intermediate. I took the step to go to one of FMC's conferences and just sitting and listening to people talk and, ask questions, get to, just open up and enjoy the process. I think that will be one of the best ways to acclimate yourself if you went as an intermediate. My best thing is don't be afraid to ask questions. Look for classes that you might not say, I wouldn't search this when I would be online, but if you're in person, take the plunge.
Yeah, and then also just your interest. Just look for the classes, and maybe sometimes in the description.
I do not have all the Dinobots in my clan, Gerald. No, but that's my first Dinobot I had.
Yeah, so maybe in the description it would mention the level and any reference, because sometimes there's some things that maybe it would be best taking.
Sometimes, maybe might be over your head, but don't be afraid to not go into that session just because it says this is for an advanced level Premiere. Because you, let's say if you go into a Premiere Pro or a After Effect or Photoshop and say this is for an experienced level, don't be afraid to jump in and listen to them, because out of that you might get something that thread that you can start pulling and saying, I never thought of doing something this way. But definitely don't be afraid to, if it says experience level or something, sit in on the session. If you don't think it's yours, just kindly get up and gently kind of walk out, and sit on something else.
Just go with a hoodie.
Right.
Just put a hoodie up.
Just put a hoodie on.
Yes, but any questions for Tom about the conference or whether it is this one or the one the virtual that's coming up in May, feel free to ask questions. Now, Fuljens Henry, would you like to go to the trivia? Because we're over here, but do you want to address this one first, or this comment, or do you want to go to the trivia?
Which one?
Doc's. I mean, Dan's.
So Doc says, I will spam this one again because it's super important that you lock this into your melon. Everyone started at zero. Everyone, yes. He said everyone started as a novice, even Peter Jackson, George Lucas, Penny Marshall, Angela Lee. That is so true. Yes.
And may I say this? Did I ever tell you all how I got started, like off camera? Did I ever tell you how I got started in this field?
Tell us.
I think
I was taking my, and we know when we talk about novice experience, as we know, my love is for video games. But when I was taking my business management degree, I wanted to take a fun class, and it was called Intro to Video Animation, the Art of Creating Video or something. I thought it was going to be how sprites were drawn on the screen. I went to the first class and it was nothing what I thought it was. It was working with Final Cut Pro version 6 about how to edit video from that one class, it took me on this career trajectory of learning Final Cut, learning how to edit video, learning how to create video, learning Final Cut Pro, now version 10, now it's just Final Cut Pro, editing, creating, just doing all types of things until I'm here at this moment, using Ecamm, doing live stream, working in public access, creating content, helping volunteers. So that one class shaped and redefined my career path. So when you're a novice, everyone starts at zero. My zero to hero moment was taking a class that I thought would be one thing, but had an open mind to say, this isn't what it is. This is completely something new. Boom, here I am today with Batman and Dinobots in the background, talking to you virtually with, all of that.
Yeah.
And don't be afraid to fail.
Yeah, and it's true. And it kind of like, I feel the majority of us, right, have a story that's similar to something that we thought and it turned out to be something else, but it was meant to happen because it took us in a different path.
Absolutely.
That was that we didn't expect to be. I mean, it's great for you. Look at where you are, it's that little wrong turn,
That's it.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so let's see who else do we have here. Captain Kirk will be all over this stuff,
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yes, and Doc, I love studying things that have nothing to do with me. If nothing else, it make me more rounded. And it's true. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's what it is. Sometimes we go into some classes and some meetings and I'm like, what are they talking about? But then I have to look it up because I want to know what they're talking about. And then I learn. And at that point, it's like, okay. And then it just opens up. And then you continue looking from that one little word or that one little thing that you search. You continue and the rabbit hole just goes there.
Yeah.
Right? Yes. Okay. So let's, go ahead,
Tom. When you go to
Tom.
these events, let me just say real quick, when you go to these events, meet up, say hi to the instructors, ask questions, feel free to come up to staff, ask us, talk with us, engage with us, because we're in the customer service and we all started where you're at and your knowledge. And I think it's really important that one of the things that these all events, and we didn't even cover all of them, there's just so much there that we can learn and enrich our community by kind of giving back and talking to that next generation of content creators, video editors, camera operators, photographers. We can kind of enrich and enlift our community and enlift our tribe with these events. And that's why we're having 4 events this year, is because, we see the need to continue enriching these communities with content and training.
Absolutely.
Right.
Totally agree.
And great it's going to be. So if where the register, we already went through the website. If you would like to register, you can go ahead and do so. And if you're close, just remember that Tom mentioned he will give you a pass for certain connections, networking, and things like that. So feel free to contact Tom. Tom, let's go ahead with your address, your email address again.
TomM@fmctraining.com.
There you go.
And then if anyone forgets that email address, feel free to reach out to Anna Fuljens and they'll somehow get a way to hold of me.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes, definitely. So remember, this is going to be in person. However, there's one coming up, and it's going to be one in remote production. There's going to be another one of a director of photography. There's everything in storytelling. There's 3, right, Tom? You mentioned 3 for the virtual. Yes.
Yes. Yep.
Yes.
Visual storytelling, director of photography, creative conference, and remote production conference. Those are on different days. So I'll just say Thursday, May 18th is the remote production conference. Friday, May 19th is director of photography, creative conference. And then Saturday, May 20th is the visual storytelling conference. And Doc will also be doing a virtual session on his class that he's doing out in Vegas as well. So if you miss Doc in person, you can see him virtually. And that will be a lot of it for a lot of the speakers and presenters.
Hey. And then also there's a VIP pass for the virtual conference as well, right? What does the VIP pass include if for those who are interested?
It will include if the basic free pass will get you access to watch this and for the recordings 48 hours after the event. The VIP pass will give you access up to 90 days after the event to watch these. So you don't feel like if you're watching them like, oh, I have to hit this session, I'm going to miss out on this session. No, you'll be able to go back and watch them. But we're also working with some of our partners and companies to bring you what we call, I hate using the term, but it really is an e-goodie bag of demos and timed applications where people will get a chance to use some of them. Like Ecamm is going to be in a goodie bag for free, maybe a 30-day or something day free full version, and there'll be some other ones as we're working on to complement it. So it's kind of like the days of going in and getting your swag from an event. We're bringing it virtually.
Awesome.
Yeah, and that's great. That's great too, because you have your codes to go in and try all of these apps out that that are going to help you.
Hey,
yeah,
free goodies.
Yeah,
There's nothing wrong with free goodies. Yeah.
Yeah.
Virtual swag bag.
All right, so let's win something. Mentioning and talking about swag. Let's learn some things. We have some fun trivia.
Yeah.
About Tom Morris and see what is going on. Let's get to know him a little bit better now.
Let's do this. We got some quiz ninja. And if you were paying attention, you're probably gonna get some of these answers right. So let's see. Right. Here we go.
Are you ready?
Let's see. Let's do this. Throw up the X. All right, let's go. Which of the following about Tom is not true? A, he was once a movie extra. B, he once started learning Korean. Or C, he acknowledges Roman Reigns.
There you go. 30 seconds on the clock. Let's do this.
Let's go.
As a little side note, I once met Triple H at an event called the Electronic Entertainment Expo. I have a picture of myself. I've got to find it. My friend, I think, has it. I'll see if I can get the picture.
That is awesome.
When I had hair.
Oh, wait. I just, hold on. No worries. Let me just go right back to this. I'm trying to hide the timer there. All right. Huh. Wow. All right. And believe it or not, the correct answer is B. B is not true. B is not true. Tom, yes, Gwen, it's B. He learned Japanese, right? So B is the correct answer. Because, come on, everyone needs to acknowledge the reigning, defending, undisputed, universal heavyweight champion of the world, the tribal chief, Roman Reigns. Come on.
Oh my God.
Come on. Come on. I have a second one. I want
to ask the question though. Yeah. What movie? Movie, Tom?
It was a movie called Needlestick, and it was quite a few years ago, like longer than that. Michigan used to have a tax credit for movies at one time, and there was a production called Needlestick. And the way I got to the movie extra, there was on Michigan's government site, they were talking about movies that were being produced in state. And at one time, we had a lot of, like Superman versus Batman. There was, I think the football game was produced here in Michigan. But through that site, I saw Needle Stick, and I went and I was like, I want to learn more about how people make movies behind the scenes. So I emailed the person and said, hey, I'm a student at the time. I'm interested in learning more about this process. And they said, okay, well, come up to Detroit. It's a 2-hour drive from where I'm at. Come up to Detroit and meet, and we'll show you some of the people and kind of behind the scenes. But so we're sitting there, and there's like, okay, we need you, and you to walk through the hallway. Okay. And so that's how I became a movie extra. It wasn't anything I planned, but it was just being at the right place. So if you look on, awesome. I think it's Tubi, Needle Stick, and you'll see me in like the first few minutes with my little walk. I'm kind of like waddling through, but I'm an extra. You can't deny it.
Awesome.
I can stake my claim that I was an extra.
That is awesome.
Right. So do we have a winner?
No, not for this one.
Okay.
We have a second one that we can try.
No.
We have a second one. So let's you guys are all wondering if my hand is done.
Yeah. reaching over here. I don't know. Like, how does it go from over through Tom to over here? I don't know. What's going on?
Ouch! It hurts.
Right.
I have a long arm. Okay.
It's a magic trick.
Okay, so this is let's see if we can find a winner.
Let's try another one. So
okay.
this one is a NAB related quiz, I believe. Let's try this one. Good luck, everybody.
Are you ready?
Let's go.
I think it's NAB.
Let's do this.
Okay.
All right. Let's go. Which of the following was founded at a NAB conference? Is it A, the Colorist Society International, B, International Colorist Academy, or C, the Society of Motion Picture and Television Engineers? 30 seconds.
Hey. Let's see, guys. Let's see.
Let's see.
You know what would be cool if you know how Doc is writing.
Yeah.
And if we had
a translator.
Yeah, translator.
Yeah. Right.
And, I mean, the guys included, OpenAI, GPT in there. So
Yeah.
I wonder if.
Well, one of the things Doc put is Japanese, the symbol for Japan there. Oh.
Yeah. Wow. Again, what's it with everybody just picking C? So
because they say when in doubt, C.
Right. The correct answer is it's A, actually. It's the Colorist Society International, and they strive to advance the craft, education, and awareness of the art and science of color grading and color correction, and it's the first professional society devoted to exclusively furthering and honoring the professional achievements of the colorist community. Yes, and SMPTE was founded 107 years ago. Wow.
So we have to have a winner today. So here's an easy, should be easy for you, all right? My long arm. So this little thing, we got challenged to do this little toy where you have to, I can't do it now because I will just hit you. To put this.
Look how far this thing is going again.
Wait, so you have to, put it like swing it, and then the ball has to be in there, right? 3 times. You have to do it 3 times, and I don't think we timed it, but it was in the same row. Fuljens and I did it. Who got the 3 in? 30 seconds on the clock. Yes? Let's do this because we have to have a winner, right, for today. Here we go. Let's play the music.
I should run.
The Pac-Man. Here we go. Okay. This little thing, so you have to have a strategy. There's a technique to it. And then you have to... Nope. Have to do this. Okay. Let's see. Who got 3 in a row? Hold it. Hold it.
Teleported over here.
It went through me.
Right. I think we have a winner.
We have
already.
a winner already.
That was pretty
Okay,
easy.
we have a winner.
The
Yeah, and
correct
I
answer
said it was
is-
easy.
It is AG. It's Anna.
Yes.
So Gretchen, you are the winner.
Gretchen,
Oh.
you are the
And AG,
Oh,
AG's
oh,
over here. No,
shoot.
AG's over here cheating, putting Anna, then Fuljens.
listen. No. Okay, so yeah, so it was me. So I got it 3 times. And Gretchen, it's up to you. You will get a $25 gift certificate to the merch store. And there's some new merch in there. The Leap Into Live t-shirt is there. The Flow Rider t-shirt is there as well. Looks like a really cool kind of hoodie, black Ecamm Fam.
Yeah, the
There.
Ecamm Fam Tri-Blend Wicking Short Sleeve Hoodie.
Yeah, that looks cool. And of course, you have this incredible little ninja there
Whiz
that you
Ninja.
just saw, but you already got coffee, Gretchen. So I don't know if you want some more. You can do it. But that is your prize for winning today. Here we go. This is the cup, little cute ninja over here. Little cute ninja cup.
And fun fact, this little thing is called an kendama, a Japanese toy.
Is the dog riding?
Yes.
Oh, look at that. So I just thought that it was really cool, and then I just thought that I needed. It's really good for your to be peaceful, I guess. To get center.
AG is on timeout. Paul got his Flow Rider shirt today.
Okay.
Yes. And Gretchen is getting more coffee.
There we go. Okay, Gretchen. Here we go.
Kendama is Ken for swords and Dama for ball from Tamago for egg.
Okay. All right. So have you played it? Look. Wait, how did I not pass that toy over to Fuljens? It's Tom. Tom developed a code
has a
that allows people
It's a portal. Tom has a portal.
Tom has a portal. Tom over there just.
There you go.
Okay, that was awesome. So everyone, that is Tom. Any last minute information that you would like to share about anything that we need to be aware of coming up? Anything, any channels, FMC that you, any information for our fam to follow what conferences are coming up beyond these ones?
A very good question. You want to follow us on Facebook, Future Media Conferences Incorporated. We also have social media for Instagram. Our LinkedIn also does more of the business oriented. But follow us on social media for those, for those stuff. And then once you've attended a FMC event, you become access to the FMC alumni page in Facebook. Ooh. Where you can interact with other alumni. Like I said, and if you want to reach out, have any questions about any of the training, any of the courses, whether it be Vegas or virtual or anything throughout the year, message me at tomm@fmctraining.com or ask Anna and Fuljens. They'll get a hold of me. Very accessible and always happy to interact with attendees and fellow creatives, no matter where you're at in your path of this journey of creative life.
Yeah, it doesn't stop. It doesn't
Absolutely.
stop. And there's a saying that goes, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, but not for this conference, right? For this conference, what happens in Vegas, you're about to just...
You take it with you.
Yeah, right? Yeah. You're going to take it with you, including that goodie bag.
And learn, get to see the people and become inspired. I think this is like a chance to recharge batteries and become re-inspired again and find out why you love either being a content creator, a photographer, a camera operator, a video editor, a video producer, remote producer, the things that you loved for this in the first place. You're going to be very tired after the whole event, but I tell you that physically you'll be tired, but mentally you're going to be on overload because you're doing so much stimulated.
Yeah, it's like it reassures you the path that you have taken is the right path, because you're going to be, like you mentioned, you're going to be tired, but you're going to be excited and you're going to come out of there with a plan. Exactly. Especially after seeing all of those creators and after learning from all those magical people that are going to be there.
Absolutely.
This is going to be great. I'm so happy that Doc and Katie are going to be there.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, and hopefully next year. Oh, next year too. So if you go and you register, one of the things that we're giving away in 2024 is a VIP pass where it's going to be all expense paid trip to Vegas next year. We're
Oh,
talking hotel, we're talking flight, we're talking conference. Where this is one of the things that we're going to start giving away here for 2024. So be on the lookout for that.
nice. Okay, look at this. Okay. Awesome, awesome. Okay, everyone. Thank you so much for being here with us, spending some great time learning about everything that's happening in the world of Ecamm Live and live streaming, and how you can take your knowledge to the next step, how you can challenge yourself on different levels. And like Tom mentioned, whether you can make it to the conference or not, there will be a virtual conference. And whether the title makes, it's like, oh, maybe I'm not sure, going there, because you don't know what might happen. You don't know where the inspiration that you're going to get. And more so, you don't know who you're going to meet in that class. There can be even another connection that you can make, on social media, and, follow. How many great connections did we not make on Leap into podcasting last year? Right?
Tons.
Leap into it's great. And it's like you get those connections, and that is one of the best things, in my opinion, about attending live conferences, all of those connections that you make and the knowledge that you gain. So just stay tuned for all of the conferences that are coming up, not only live ones like Creator Camp, like this NAB, and also the virtual ones, right? Like Leap into Live Selling, that's coming up April 24th. Just this year. Yeah.
A lot of great things happening.
Yes. Okay, Tom. So thank you so much for being here with us again and sharing all this great information and sharing facts about you, because that makes it even better for next when we see you. We're like, hey, Tom, we can do jokes.
So, Tom, were you satisfied with the outcome of the WrestleMania main event night too?
I'll tell you what, I've enjoyed the storytelling, and at first I wanted Cody to win, but then I thought, listening to them talk about a story, that they're telling a long-term story and it's going to pay off, and I still acknowledge Roman Reigns. So yeah, I was happy with the. After I thought about it some, I was like, this makes the most sense because it's storytelling, it's entertainment. But I acknowledge. I just, we're just having fun. That's the whole point. We're having fun, and I love it. So yes.
And some long-term booking. Yes.
Yes.
All right, Tom. Thank you so much.
Safety goggles before I catch a finger in my eye. the hand is just teleporting over here.
Gwen is like, oh boy, he mentioned WrestleMania. Like, what are we gonna do? They're great, right? Fuljens made me watch the whole long thing.
I made her watch.
And I was like, at one point I was like, listen, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I just can't. And then I got into it where I don't know the name of the person, and the dad was a whatever.
Rey Mysterio.
Are you talking Rey Mysterio?
Yeah,
Rey
and then he
Mysterio.
went over there talking bad to his mom, and I'm engaged. I'm like, I'm staying here to watch this fight.
And you know what got her engaged, Tom? When Bad Bunny came out.
Of course. I mean, like, yeah.
Okay.
Bad Bunny, yeah. I was the whole thing. So I'm like, okay, this is not so bad. I can watch
Like
this.
Bad Bunny is here. It's not so bad after all.
Well, then she's gonna be watching Backlash.
Right, exactly, in Puerto Rico.
Yeah, he was like, let's do it. Let's go. I'm like, can we go to Puerto Rico and watch it? Yes, live.
Do it.
Oh my gosh.
Awesome. All right.
Thank you for having me here. It's
Of
been great,
course.
and I look forward to Ecamm Fam members of attendees for the conferences. Come up to me and say hi. Just come up and introduce yourselves, and I'll be walking around engaging and talking with people. And you have any questions on any of the classes or sessions that we offer, or any of the training, just come up and talk to me. You want to talk to me about Mario Kart or WrestleMania or anything like that, just I'm here in the chats.
Yeah, and Doc, Doc loves talking to people too. So if you say Doc, go ahead and Do your thing. Yeah.
Soak up all the knowledge. And just one more before we sign out. Say Puerto Rico again.
Puerto Rico.
There you go.
Yes.
Yes, for you. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. We will be live on Friday on Building Blocks. Where we're going to be talking about teaching you how to create live selling graphics for Amazon. And now that embedded through the latest beta, you can live stream toll format.
Absolutely.
On Amazon Live. So we're going to teach you how to create those live graphics. And on next Monday, we are going to come back here, ENN, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, to bring you everything that you need to know about what's happening in the world of live streaming, how you can enhance your live streaming content creation, and more. My name is Ana Gil.
And I'm Fuljens Henry. And once again, Tom, thank you so much.
Yes. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Tom. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Thank you.